Once again, it's on.
Immortal. How's it going?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm well, man. Doing well.
I just got kicked off a panel and left it. I'm doing excellent.
Oh, why'd you get kicked off?
I asked them if they were enjoying their time on this planet and being happy, and they said, "Fuck off." And it kicked me off.
Well, you got your answer, clearly.
I certainly did. I said, well, I guess apparently not. You must be transparent. And I said, you're last in line.
Right.
Yeah, they probably don't get it, but whatever. It doesn't bother me. People are
So what do you think about this question, man? What do you think about this question?
I think, do we worship a stimulation? It's funny that it's spelled that way. Yeah. Stimulation. I don't know, man. I mean, that's a good one. Did you mean to type it that way, or is it a type?
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? Type it that way. What do you mean?
It says stimulation. Do we worship a stimulation?
No. It just says no. It just says, do we worship stimulation?
Oh, well, I mean, still stimulation. Well, you know what? I would agree. I would say yes, because we are light beings, and light seeks attention. So yeah, attention, certainly.
Light seeks attention. That's an interesting.
Cap.
That's interesting. Let me go to Sasha really quick. Tim, I'll come right to you. Sasha, you there?
Hey,
How's it going?
going pretty good.
Good to know. So what do you think? What do you think about this question?
Well, I don't know if other people do, but I know I certainly do. And it's not, it's really not intentional. I don't do it on purpose, but I really do. It's like my life revolves around that stimulation. For me, it's my phone. I will get so nervous without my phone. Like, I will go through withdrawal without my phone. Like, it's bad. Like,
Yeah.
and it's one of those weird things. I will get so anxious, or even if my phone battery is getting too low, like I will get very anxious. So yeah, I think to a certain degree we absolutely do, like, our lives after a certain point do revolve around that stimulation.
Well, Sasha, you don't have to reveal your age, man. But are you old enough to have lived before the smartphone was
Yes.
a thing?
Yes.
So then you know a life that didn't have everyone walking around with their head in their palm.
Oh,
You know a
absolutely.
life, yeah.
Mhm.
So so how did you get addicted so quickly?
It didn't happen quickly. It didn't happen overnight. But it did happen over time. It started off with, so me and my dad never had texting when I was a teenager. we, but we had phone calls, so if somebody needed me, they could always call me.
Right.
But once we got texting, it was kind of a downhill slope from there because it required me to pull out my phone and look at it at a moment's notice. It required me to search things and look up things and ask about things. For me. It started with texting.
Okay.
And then
Tim,
go ahead.
Yo.
how's it going, man?
Pretty good, brother. How are you?
I'm well. So what do you think, man? You stimulated?
No.
Huh.
I don't believe in all that. I believe in
Well, what do you
self.
mean? What do you mean? Like all that? What is all that?
Oh, I look at the phone. Like, are we just talking about phones or what are we talking about?
No, I mean, obviously, the phone is a stimulant in our zeitgeist, but we're talking about any type of stimulant and whether society is worship to it.
Yeah, 100%.
Huh.
Society, not me, though. You got to look into self through Jesus Christ, I think. And then all the answers will come to you. But I don't know. I feel like if you just are using these stimulations, I feel like you're just going to be on a constant, infinite circle of nothingness, and you're never going to get anywhere because you always rely on something instead of just relying on yourself. and
Okay. Well,
trusting
let
in
me ask you
yourself
this
to become
though,
the best
because
version of yourself, if that makes sense.
you made me think about this. Is Jesus a stimulant?
No, 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 no. I wouldn't look at Jesus as a stimulant. I would think that we should follow Jesus. I don't believe that Jesus is the all living God or anything. I believe he was a person that lived just like us, but he was a higher IQ individual that understood more than the normal average Joe, if that makes sense. Because if you think about it, 2,000 years ago, it was about caveman brains. Not really anybody knew anything. Everybody was pretty much fear based because everything was new to people. So, I don't know. I look at it as like a good, like something to follow. So instead of like following your phone or like following Google for an answer, like you shouldn't really look into the outside world for answers. You should really look into self and morals.
You you put a lot of meat on the bone. There's a lot of meat on the bone. So let me start at this part of the bone. So Jesus is not a stimulant to you, you say, yeah?
No,
But yet you follow Jesus?
hope and love is.
Okay. Hope and love are stimulants.
Yeah.
I like those. But I'm still trying to look outside of your window and understand, or inside of your window, I should say, and understand how Jesus would not be a stimulant to you if you follow, I guess, Christianity.
Oh, no. I believe in spirituality. I believe in self through consciousness.
So then, what does Jesus have to do with self through consciousness?
Because I mean, if you look at it, like there's a good and there's an evil, there's a Satan and then there's a Jesus, which people believe is God. Anyways, I believe that you should look towards the good in things instead of looking towards the bad in things because everybody needs somebody to follow. Like if we came in here just brain dead and we didn't know what was going on and nobody showed us the ropes or anything, we'd kind of be just running back and forth into a wall trying to figure out how we can push through this wall, you know? Like, so you just need something to follow, whether it's good, bad, whatever you want to do. But I mean, I'm not saying like emotions are real or anything because evil people definitely don't believe they're evil. But it's just a good thing to keep in mind to have in your heart.
Is the act of following synonymous with a certain type of stimulation?
I'm not sure. Maybe it could act as one if you believe in it that much, I guess.
Okay. Let me
But
see
you
what
should
Paul's
definitely
talking
believe in
about.
yourself over all things in this world because you only got yourself at the end of the day, really. Like if you really think
Well,
that
I
like
can
Jesus
definitely
isn't
smoke
here
a
for
bag
you,
of that. I
uh,
can definitely smoke a bag of that. Yeah.
yeah, like
Let me
just
let me let Paul
have
into the
yourself
conversation
forever. You
really
should
quick.
never hate yourself. You should always love yourself. You should always just push love into the world because it's not like we're gonna leave tomorrow. We
Uh,
only
uh,
got each other.
well, you
Agreed.
said you should only look
Let
at.
me let Paul into the conversation really quick. Paul, you there?
Yes.
How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going good. But
Good. Well,
you go ahead. Sorry.
no, go on. You were saying.
I was going to say it sounds like you're saying only pay attention, only have yourself, but you only have others. Also, it sounds kind of like a hack. It's like you feel like you know certain things about the world, therefore you're going to pretend these things. But it may work for an individual, but it doesn't work for a society. Societies can't pretend
Pretend
because
what?
but they can't pretend that life is meaningless, and we're all in a little blue dot out in an insignificant part of the universe. But yeah, let's
Oh, it
pretend.
100% is.
No, I know,
And
but but
if
but
everybody knew that, if people knew the
they
truth
know
about
that.
this world, everybody would kill themselves tomorrow, 100%.
No, but that's what they. But it's a little blue dot that can see the near the beginning of the Big Bang. So it's a significant blue dot. But what you're saying is kind of let's pretend that we don't know this and let's lie to ourselves, which is not. Individuals can do that. You can come and go in a very short blip, and it doesn't matter. But a whole society or civilization cannot live like that. And so that's the thing about religion and belief in God is or the whole scapegoating process, if you think it is a hack, if a society thinks it's a hack, then the whole thing dissipates and is no longer there. If they believe it, then it is there.
Really, you are a construct of your own reality. You build your own reality through your mind.
No, it's
100%.
actually
You are
true.
consciousness living in a body of a shell on Earth.
I mean, that's your. Okay, here's another thing. What
It's
about
facts,
why isn't
though.
everything? Why isn't everything? So you know what?
Everything is God. You are God. You are everything. You are the room you're sitting in right now.
You
You
can
are the
be.
chair you're sitting in right now. You are the door that is at the front of your house. Like, you are everything. You are
That,
alone in this world, in your own reality. That is what the truth
you're
is.
you're making a combination fallacy.
It isn't, though. You should follow Jesus Christ, though, because he was almighty good. What do you mean?
Good or
He's the good
God.
in this world you should look for. You should look for
Have you
Jesus
ever
Christ in
have you ever
everybody you
read?
look at.
Can I give you some sources?
Sources of what?
Just things to read.
Do you not believe in Jesus Christ? He was a
I
living
do,
being.
but do you want any sources? Just for your own on your own time, you can
Hey,
just look
Carl.
at it.
This is all through self, though.
So, do you read anything? Do
You
you?
shouldn't read out external sources. You should talk to God about these things.
Okay, but what if other people make the same mistakes and they learn things and they write them down? Wouldn't it be nice to just read them instead of making the mistakes on your own?
You don't need to write the things down when God gives you the wisdom that you need for life.
So you don't read anything else or take any wisdom from anybody else?
No,
If it's
I don't
wisdom.
participate in
Okay.
ego.
I will always accept wise things, but if Falarkey is thrown at me, I know what it is. It seems to be Falarkey. Yeah. You know, Paul.
Okay. Pickens.
Yeah, that was a interesting segue. Yeah. Okay.
What's up, brother?
What's going
How's
on,
it going, man?
Immortal? Hey,
Hey,
hey.
what are you thinking, man? Do we worship stimulation? Are you stimulated, Pickens?
I would say yes.
What does that look like?
If you were gonna actually say the God of this world, the God of this world is probably media, as far as America goes, because that's really what we do. We consume all day media. So, in a way, yeah. I mean, it's a pastime, but it's also distraction. But it is how we live our lives. So
We're new to this, though, aren't we? Were humans doing this 200 years ago? Were we this stimulated 200 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, what were we doing 200 years ago
I
that
would say
was
no.
a
Same.
mirror to the stimulation of today?
We've always been a tool in a tool bag, but once you realize you can jump out of the tool bag and become the fucking bag, it's different, bro. It's just wisdom. Intellect in this world means nothing if you know common sense.
Okay. But you think that 200 years ago, the stimulation they had then would mirror what we have today?
Not at
No.
all, because they don't have technology, but I'm saying, like, they still use people as tools, like they still had slavery, but we just have free slavery now. They just pay us minimum wage every
Free
year,
slavery.
an extra $1.
That's a T-shirt.
But if you use your
That's a
time
T-shirt.
wisely and you use your brain power and work smarter, not harder, then you can go far.
Just make sure you give Tim the profit if you make any.
Immortal?
Yes, sir.
Immortal?
Immortal?
Yeah, you never die.
No, I was speaking. His name is Immortal.
Oh.
Immortal, you there?
Yes, sir, I am.
So, does life 200 years ago mirror life today?
I mean, if I would imagine if we were there, it would probably seem pretty real and overwhelming to us, just like it is now. Like
probably
opening
the
your eyes for
old.
the first time is
Ball
like,
on the boat or ball on the beat. Me no understand, so me get angry. Brother, do some reading, do some study within yourself, bro. Don't just wonder what I'm talking about because ego takes a touch on you, bro. Calm
What
down.
was it? What are you talking about, Tim? I don't think he was talking about you.
All right, good. Buddy in chat, though.
I was referring to
Buddy,
if
he
you.
was talking about me. He said Tim was just spattering. Get this dude up in here. I want to know what he
What?
sounds like.
What do you
What are you
mean?
talking about, man?
I
Hey,
wasn't
Tim, hold on
talking.
1 second.
Award-winning music
Do me
producer,
a favor,
brother.
Tim.
We're 100% in sync.
Tim,
Calm down.
Tim, do me a favor. Allow Immortal to finish speaking, and then you can speak after him. Okay?
Oh, my bad.
No, you're all good. Go ahead, Immortal.
I was just saying that if we lived 200 years ago, I would imagine that I didn't say anything about Tim. I said I would imagine it would probably be just as overwhelming then as it is now in the experience, in my opinion.
Really?
Sure.
So and I'm not. See, the thing is, I'm not really talking about time traveling. I'm not talking about us going back then. I'm talking about that era back then where it was farming on a daily basis. It was house driven duties on a daily basis. I'm not talking about us time traveling. I'm talking about that era and this era. Do they mirror?
So, certainly not. There's an overstimulation involved in this time compared to that.
Ah, that's what I was wondering. So, is this stimulation good for us? Is this something that's useful for the human uh, biology? Like, are we good with all this? Does it stay here, or is there a trajectory? Has it been getting greater, the stimulation that is, as time has gone by, and will it keep getting greater? What do you think?
Probably, and yes, I think that's the plan, basically. To
The
to
plan.
Yeah, to take out our energetic forces, like us. We're the currency.
Mm.
They wanna.
Why don't we know that? Do we know that, or
Well, I mean,
why
I
don't
would
we know that?
imagine. Yeah, we know that.
We know that as a collective that we're the currency.
I would hope so.
Ah,
I mean, not everybody.
there's that hope
Not
again. There
everybody
goes that hope
places
again.
value on themselves. Not everybody knows that you have everything within you, like all the gold, all of the platinum, everything is within you, in you.
Yeah, I don't think everyone knows that though, bro. Like, I would put money on the fact that every human being does not know that. And certainly, I would even say most don't know that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Sadly. I mean, it's not because the information isn't available.
Well, it's more available now. I'll grant that it's more available now, but
I think it's I think they're helping the people not know by also stimulating them. Like if you get stimulated and then you get stimulated again, you kind of tend to forget. Like this is what they're doing. You have brain matter everywhere.
yeah.
They stimulate our brains until it's numb, and then we don't know. Even it's like kind of getting used to a smell. If you're around 12 cats all the time, you don't really smell that you have ammonia all over you, and then they get upset that people kind of avoid them. It's not personal.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same. We become, as human beings, we can become numb to the most heinous things.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Sadly, it's not. I mean, not anybody's fault per se, but it's
Pickens. Pickens, you there, man?
Yep, I'm here.
And when's the last time you went without your cell phone for 24 hours?
I haven't. I
Duh.
haven't done that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not possible.
I'm not shaming you. I'm not shaming you
That's
because
fine.
I can't.
That's fine.
I can't say I have a better record either. But it's just to hear that. It's just like what that means. That's symbiotic. That's a symbiotic relationship that we are all in this very
True.
moment.
True.
And some people may not even know what the word symbiotic means, but it just means that there's a companion with you all the time.
Yeah,
Something
it's
a
parasitic
succubus,
relationship.
a succubus. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can't get rid of it. Like somehow you get enjoyment from whatever it's doing to you, and there you are. And that's where we are as humanity. And this has just happened in terms of the schemes of things. This has just happened. And we are in stimulation mode. Yeah.
Some of us are tied to it because of the amount of knowledge it gives us. We can't really get away from it.
Yeah. Oracle, you there, Oracle?
Always want to look up something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up,
How's it
guys?
going, Oracle?
Hey, how's it going, host? Opinion Nation. I like your name,
Yeah,
man.
man. Hey, man. Hey, it's just a nice little moniker for pulling people in. Everyone has an opinion.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Yeah, man.
I look
So,
at the prompt in
yeah,
different
good.
ways, two different ways. One of them is the biological way, like we have dopamine and certain like chemicals like serotonin, and then there's quite a few more, and they all give us a pleasure reward, like a reward system. I call it the reward system in our brains,
Yeah.
and we all have that as part of our build. It's like part of our blueprint. It's literally just how we are put together. We can't avoid it. Like anything you do, you have some sort of a chemical release, whether it's adrenaline or whether it's, and that's usually what gives you the drive to go do that thing again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I look at it from that perspective. But then when you say stimulation, I think of simulation for some reason. And then it makes me think about the magnetic fields and how we're literally living in a world that is completely magnetic. Everything is magnetic. And I've said this on my live before. If you had it, like, let's say we created a special type of glasses
completely
that you put
magnetic.
on.
Everything is magnetic. And I've said this on. Huh.
Yeah. If you had I had some echo. If you had, like, let's say special glasses
Magnetic.
you put
And
on.
I've said this on.
But the Earth does have a magnetic
Jared,
field.
Jared, you're echoing, Jared. I'm gonna drop you and bring you back, Jared. Good, Oracle.
Hey, yo, it's
Yeah,
about
so
stimulation, not the simulation, right? Stimulation.
yeah, I get that.
Good, Oracle.
So yeah, but I'm just saying, in a way, do we worship this magnetic reality? Because in reality, I don't know if you know about the quantum physics thing, that nothing ever touches each other because of the magnetic fields around electrons and protons, and you know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
Yeah, so nothing ever touches each other.
Yet
So
it's
in a
all
way,
one at the same time.
yes, yes. So I've presented the idea this to many people, including atheists, and it made them kind of think. And I said, if you had like special glasses, you put them on and you see the magnetic fields of every atom around you, can you imagine what that would look like? Like, seriously.
Probably like the sky or at nighttime.
Well, have you seen that they made a panel, a special panel with ferrofluid in it, with an orange light beneath it, and when you put a magnet on top of it, you can see the actual magnetic field in real time.
Huh.
Yeah, have you not seen
Well,
that yet?
no, I haven't. What's that called? What is it? An
So it's
experiment?
just
Like
a way.
what?
It's just an invention they
You can control the
developed to show
microdot.
you magnetic fields that can show you where the magnetic fields are. So they developed like a special glass, and in that glass it has a double layer, and then they fill it with liquid, and they make it clear in a way that it's clear. But then when you put
a magnet on top of it, you can actually see the magnetic fields in real
I
time
got you.
as you move the magnet. Yeah,
Almost like the Northern Lights, the Aurora Borealis kind of thing in a box.
no, you see it like lines. It looks like lines. Like you know how you draw on paper. You draw like the fields of magnets. They go around. Have you ever seen that? Immortal, can you pull
Well,
that up?
so
It's really
the better question is, where could I see this? Is there a place for me to see what you're talking about?
Yeah,
oh
he's
yeah,
about to
on
ask him.
YouTube.
Yeah,
The videos on
Immortal's got it.
YouTube.
I can show you right now. Yeah, it's right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Put it
my
on. I'll
thing
put you on
is,
the big screen. Let's see.
so my thing was, yeah,
It's a sound
there you go,
vibration.
like a thought.
Is that what you're
Let me
talking
see.
about?
Goes
Let me see if I can find it.
I
Yeah, it's a
mean,
torus field.
I know. Yeah, I
That's
know
what
what
it
that
is.
is, but I thought there was like some kind of experiment that might have been filmed, or I don't.
Yeah, there is. There's videos. That's what I mean is there's videos on YouTube, and I've
Yeah.
seen
Like,
videos.
what's the name of them so
Yeah,
I can check them out at some point?
yeah. Let me see, because I don't. You know, when you scroll on Facebook, you get all these different clips, and then you just look at them. You know what I mean? And I just save
Yeah.
them. I repost them on my Facebook page. So I might have to look for that, see if I can
Okay.
find it. Because,
Are you
but
looking for the
I
toroidal
think you
field
should be
around
able
your
to
body?
find it if you just put magnetic fields. Let me see. I think you
It's
should
around
just
their
be able to
bodies.
find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my point I'm looking for it while I'm trying to finish my point. So
Okay.
my point is, if we have a way that we could put on glasses that can show us these magnetic fields in a similar way that they can show the magnetic fields now with this kind of like screen that they made, right? Imagine what that would look like. That would look insane. Like you could see all the lines of the magnetic fields, like in a like I don't know how to explain it. Have you never seen anything where they make a drawing like the representation of magnets and they show like a magnetic field and it's
Right.
usually represented by a bunch of lines?
I mean, yeah, I've seen tons. So I just thought that there was like a video to see. So
Yeah, I'm looking for it now. I'm looking for it.
all right,
And but so
good
my
deal.
point was, if we had a way to see that with a special type of glasses, then we would see the world as it really is versus how we experience it. Because what we experience is that we're stepping on solid ground. But according to quantum physics, the fields repel each other. So we're never ever actually touching the ground. That means we're walking on magnetic fields. That means everything is magnetic fields, kind of like the Matrix, man. Like the same idea of the Matrix, except in the Matrix it looks like codes, right? And in reality, our reality is that of codes, it's magnetic fields. And the funny thing is that there's actually a lot of empty space when you look at the actual proton and the how the field is around it. It's mostly empty space. It's also electrical, but you know what I mean. Like the magnetism is like the foundation of everything. So my point is that if we really look at how it really is versus how we experience it, then it's very much like the Matrix.
Hey, Oracle.
Is this what you
Hey,
mean,
what's up, Chris?
Oracle?
I'm going through some stuff. Just wanted to tell you just some. It's kind of related to what you're saying. Is I would say spiritual warfare begged the question. Or a type 2 superconductor gets electricity, well, all the magnets want to just snuff it out when it gets positive.
Hmm.
That's
Okay, I
what's
found
happened
it.
That's
to
an
me.
electromagnet. That's a
Found
lock,
it,
isn't
y'all.
it? Yeah, I have one of those.
It's a
I
type
found it.
1
I
versus
found the
type
video.
2 superconductor.
Yeah.
And we're all type 1s right now. But when Jesus ascended, he became a type 2 because type 2 superconductors can ascend planes of reality or dimensions, which is like their attempt to try to understand something they don't fully understand, and it just lines up with the Bible, like everything that's ever happened. And so, yeah, it's like spiritual warfare. It's like legit. Like if you like what happened to me this week was I was doing great. Everything was like expedient, flying, going super fast, virtuous. And then I watched porn, and then my neighbor that I moved away from my parents because my dad's a hothead, and
At
what
least
my
was
dad
it
will do
porn
is
or something like that? Just for
like
TikTok.
my oh my bad, my dad will get mad when if I'm doing great, he'll be like happy, 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 but once he assumes that I'm going down, he'll jump ship and like talk shit about like hate me type persons, which everyone's like that, I guess. No, I'm not a troll. And so they said that when Jesus was ascending, Mary Magdalene tried to grab him, but when he was going to the cross, she wasn't trying to grab onto. Nobody was trying to touch him, and that's how
So let
it
me ask you
feels
this. Let me ask
sometimes
you this,
about
Spheres.
the magnets.
Spheres.
Oracle.
Spheres. Can I ask you a question? Spheres.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. If the Christian story was taken out of your life, where would you find stimulation?
Uh,
Do you know how the Earth is a globe?
You can't answer a
You lost
question with
me.
a question, Spheres.
I think you can. I think that's a lie.
You think what's a lie?
That you can't answer a question with a question.
Well,
uh,
okay. Well,
did you
all
did
right.
you ask did you ask him if we took away
I said, "Do you know how the
Christianity?
Earth is a globe?" And he said, "Taken out of my life." Well,
No.
my life is on this globe, and the Bible says that the gospel is to be preached to everywhere before the rapture, and so if it was taken out of my life, what type of stimulation would I get? Is that the question? Probably the stimulation I do when I don't seek it, and the magnetic things do what I just said, and I go down. That's probably the stimulation.
Okay. There it is.
Does that make sense, though,
Yeah, certainly.
at
If it
all
makes sense to
to
you,
you?
that's all that matters.
No, I think
It
that's
makes
not
sense
all
to
that
me too.
matters. I asked if it made sense to you. Sorry.
Well, no, I mean, you're not here to make sense to me. You weren't born to make sense to
No, I'm
me.
just saying,
You're
all
living
right,
your
man, you asked
life.
me a question simply, so I answered it and I said, hey, does that answer make sense to you? You asked me it.
Well,
Now you're
your
trying to
answer
take
comes from.
my,
I'm going to answer your question. I'm
you
going to
can't
answer your
take my
question.
energy because you have to
I'm
go
going to
to
answer your
somewhere that you
question.
don't want to
I'm
go.
going to answer your question.
Trust me. I know what you're
Your
going to do,
answer
though.
with bruh.
Yeah, come
Your
on. You
answer
don't want
with
to go here.
bruh. Okay.
His
Okay.
You'd
tension,
have to
see?
be all trans, all this shit. You don't want to do that. So it's how I'm made.
All right. So I'm going to answer you because there's nothing to run from. Your answer to me was based on biblical theology, Abrahamic theology, and I am not a Christian or a Muslim or anything like that. So, you know, it doesn't make sense to me, but it makes sense to you, and that's fine. That's my answer. That's my full answer to you.
That's what I thought.
Well, cool, good. You got great telepathy.
It's not telepathy. I just was
Carla.
like, I thought that it didn't make sense to you when I asked you if it makes sense.
Well, I mean, I heard the words. I can
No, I'm
comprehend
saying
what you're
your
saying.
response was it only needs to make sense to me, and I responded back instead of you saying no, it doesn't make sense. You said it only needs to make sense to you. No, it doesn't because the
Well,
rapture
but it
will
doesn't
take
have to
place no
make
matter
sense
what
to
you think.
me. Well, listen, the rapture is going to take place, but
That
you're
was
going
in
to see it,
relation
and
to
I'm
your
not going to
question
see
because
it.
it has
I'm
to
not
be
going to see
preached to
it,
the whole globe. Yeah, but you will see people coming to you and telling you beforehand,
but
is
I
what I'm saying.
won't
And you said,
because
well, you
that's what
take
you
that out.
think.
I'm telling you right
That's
now.
these are your thoughts.
You asked
Your
me
thoughts
how I
aren't
would
my
do without
thoughts.
stimulating myself based off biblical heavenly teachings. It's already been
Right.
taught. Yeah, I know the answer. Like, that's what I said. And then I said, but back to you is you can't go through life without having some type of stimuli from this.
From what?
That's what the Bible says.
From what?
The gospel has to be preached to all nations before the rapture happens, and we're on a globe. And how could I be on the globe and just completely disassociate myself with any form of stimuli related to something, I guess, higher dimensional. Now we can say in relation to what the magnetic fields are about. It's
Now you got
spiritual
to say that to
warfare,
me one more time.
and you're
Like
a spirit on
I
top of
heard you,
that.
but if you could say that one more time.
I don't think I can. I'm just saying that basically, like,
At
you
least you're
can't
honest
get
about
away
it.
from it. You're just like the same way you can't get off the earth.
I mean, I've never. Have you gotten off the earth?
Host, do you see
Okay,
the
let me
magnetic
let.
field? That's in real time
I
right
want
now.
That's
to.
the magnetic
I
fields.
found the
That's
Hold
going
on,
back
hold
to
on
what
one
Oracle
second.
said.
One second. Oracle, you got something to show us?
Yeah, that's the magnetic fields. I found the video. You see it? It's paused right now. So
It's
the reason
gravity opinion. That's basically what I was saying. Gravity.
I paused it is so you can see them. Oh, um, yeah, it's paused the video. But if I press play,
use smaller pieces of glass and it makes it a little bit easier. But even then, if
see
there's
it,
anything that gets on your
it
glass,
gets
it'll make the
blurry
gap not exactly right, so it won't be even throughout your whole
when
glass.
I press play
You have
on
to
it.
use
But if I pause it, I can get it right. See, you see those lines right there that you're seeing as he moves the magnet. Those like, hold on, let me try to get it clear. So the black rectangular shape you see, that's the magnet, and you see around it like these stripes moving out. Do you see that the stripes around it,
Yeah,
or are you not able to see
yeah.
it? Those are magnetic fields in real time. That screen has ferrofluid inside it, and he explains this whole thing in the video how he makes it and shows it to you. So I can share the link if you want with the video, and
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
can.
Could you put the link in the chat so everybody can check it out? I'd love to check it out.
Yeah. Of course, man. Of course. So this is what I meant with that you're able to see magnetic fields in real time, and as he moves this, hopefully it
smaller
gets sharp.
pieces of glass
You
and it
can
makes it a
see it,
little bit easier.
like you can
Well,
literally
the
see it
glare is only
move.
coming off in that direction
I hope I can get it
because that's
sharp.
the way the particles are stacked right
My
now.
phone's tripping. I
But
don't
I
know
can
why it does
change the
this.
alignment of the iron particles just by bringing a
You see
magnet
the
there.
lines on the
Now, what's
screen?
hard
You see
about
them?
this setup
Look
is
at the
you have to
lines
get a very
as he
thin
moves
layer
it.
of ferrofluid in between. And it's kind of hard to do. You have to use smaller pieces of glass
That's
and it makes it
actual
a little bit
magnetic
easier.
fields.
But even
And
then,
there's
if
other
there's anything that
videos
gets
too.
on
I
your
just don't.
glass,
Oh,
it'll make
it
the
got really
gap not
sharp.
exactly right, so it won't be even throughout your whole glass. But a really easy way to do this is you don't even need two pieces of glass. All you need is one piece of glass and just white ferrofluid on one side. And then it makes it really visible because you get an extremely
See,
thin
you can see
layer.
them again there. See all those lines? See all those lines? Those are magnetic fields, bro.
Look how
In real
clear
time,
this
bro.
is.
And
Like
it's like gravity torsioning you down.
that's insane, bro.
What I love about just
So
doing
this
the
is what I
one-sided
mean where we
glass is
live
it
in a
makes it so
magnetic
you can
world,
control the
and we
layer
know by
extremely
quantum
well. The
physics
only
that
downside to this is the ferrofluid is slightly
everything in
volatile, and
existence
so after a while it kind of
has
dries up in
electric
the back
field
and it
around
doesn't
it,
look as good.
and that like a
But it's not
magnetic
that
field.
hard to correct it. You just put a few more drops on and smear
And
it
that's what
around
they
and you
mean
can
where
see
we
it
never
again
touch
right away.
anything. But I wish the
This
video was
magnetic
clear, man. I'm sorry it's so bad, man. Like
And that's how we're connected to it. Y'all are all now connecting to me through that invite, and I am to y'all.
Carla, I've been trying to get Carla in here for a second. Carla, you there?
Hi, good morning. No, it's okay. I'm here. I'm patiently waiting. It's okay. First of all,
No,
my
it's all
name is
good.
Carla. Nice to meet you, everyone. I hope you guys are all
Good to
having a
meet you too.
day.
Yeah,
I'm here because Immortal shared the life, and I came to to say
Hello,
hello.
Carla.
Hey,
indeed.
How are
Immortal.
you? How are you?
So, what are your thoughts?
Good to see you.
Do we
Okay.
worship stimulation, Carla?
You know what? I am consider me like a baby coming out to the world because I'm new to this whole learning experience, and I was actually very religious back then, and then now I'm like slowly changing my opinion on myself, and just opening my mind to seeing the world a little bit different. So please bear with me.
Yeah,
Do
no,
we
you're all good.
do we worship stimulation? I think humans are run by stimulation. We get stimulated to wake up, we get stimulated to do things. If there's a reward, we intend to do it faster or we intend to do it for the reason of getting it. done. So we do it. We do run on stimulation. Stimulation is a big part of us. Especially if you have to work, if you have to get up and go to work. I feel like the stimulation for you is that you're gonna get your paycheck and you're gonna get paid and you're gonna pay your bills. So that will be one way of getting stimulated, motivated, and getting up. Stimulation and
Mm.
motivation run hand in hand to me because it feels like it's something that we have to put ourselves to do. If you don't want to do something, no matter how hard people push you to do it, you just won't do it. And it's something that it's rooted in our DNA, and it's rooted within us that we are not forced extremely to do something. So I feel like that's why work and all these other small jobs and things like that out in the world are there within its limit because they know if they push the human too hard, it will break the human down completely, and it will get you out of that cycle, out of that system. So they want to keep you in that cycle. They want to keep you in that system. So I think that's so far. Those are my opinions.
No, no, well said.
Yeah, thank
Well
you guys
said.
so much for listening to me. Appreciate every single one of you, and I love hearing the different ideas and different opinions that you guys have, and how in tune you guys are with your own different connection. I mean, one day maybe I'll get there, but right now I just literally see myself like a baby, barely starting to walk, and barely coming out to the world and learning new experiences. Hi, can I help you?
Well, enjoy the journey, Carla. Enjoy the journey. Hang out, light goddess, light goddess. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How art thou?
Can you hear me over my AC?
Yeah, it sounds like you're in a subway.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Do you think that society worships stimulation?
I mean, I think it serves a purpose in a way,
Huh. Talk about that purpose.
We're always spiritually led, whether we focus our awareness on it or not. So, stimulation to me is a good thing. I don't see it as a bad thing at all.
Okay.
If you're embracing spirit, then you know that you're spiritually guided and you trust.
Well, what drives the spirit? What gives the spirit its directive?
I mean, we are spirit going within, quieting the mind and connecting.
Okay.
How's that? Like a diamond
What
in the
gives
rough
it
needs to be
drive?
cut
It's
and rounded.
the one force of the universe, Consciousness itself, it's what we all are.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Where'd you hear that at? So you said we're all consciousness. Where'd you hear that?
It comes from within.
It comes from where?
I didn't hear it anywhere. It comes from within.
Yeah,
Oh.
it came to her in the moment.
Oh.
It's called creative
Okay.
license.
So are you a religion? Are you a Muslim or a Christian or a Buddhist or?
I consider myself all of it.
Oh.
He's a Stoist.
Interesting.
Have you ever heard of the Stoist?
I don't embrace one thing. I embrace all of it.
Right.
Well, even if some of those things contradict each other?
Well,
that's how we experience. We came here to experience.
different angles.
True.
Like
True.
fallen angles.
Okay.
And what's
We
up,
pick
y'all?
up
We came here to create, y'all. We came here to create.
If it resonates, then it's your truth. If it feels good
Indeed.
to you.
Yes, you are. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Welcome in as an Opinions Nation. Welcome in, man.
Yeah, Opinion Nation, brother. Welcome to Opinion Nation.
Welcome in. I don't think I ever met you before, but I've been in these TikTok streets for a while.
I've been floating through the galaxy, man, for a couple of eons. I just got back, bro.
Thank you, thank
Hey, what's
you,
up, brother?
thank you,
That's what
thank
I'm
you.
talking
No, I'm
about.
just bringing in the infinite now with you. I don't even know you, but I feel your presence, and we have landed. You
Say
know what I mean?
word. Listen here, man. What do you think about the world and its relationship with stimulation?
You said stimulation or simulation?
No, he said he said
Stimulation,
stimulation, brother.
Oh,
Yeah, he said.
stimulation.
okay. Like as it when it comes to like perspective, right? Like perspectives on people, like they're stimulated from fear. They don't even know it. They're subconscious from it. They get entertained by it. They create demons and all that stuff. Separation. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Stimuli for people is TV, organized religion, politics. So it gets you because it takes over your mind because you're stimulated to something that you don't even know. We're brought in this world, one nation, first grade, under God, second grade, is
Can I
forced
say
into us.
something real quick about what you just said
If the host
and
don't mind,
about
sure,
what the
sure.
last three people said? Can I say something that's real important if y'all want it or nah?
Say it. Say it.
All right, my bad. All right, so the demons he's saying and the that type of stuff, it can't be kept up. It takes a lot of energy to keep that energy of hate, all that. That's why you see these mafia people crying when they're 70, talking about blah blah blah. They found God, or these people when they get older and they're closer. But anyways, even Ozzy Oz, but the other side of it, the God and the angels, that type stuff, whatever that is infinite. That's omnipresent. That doesn't have that has unlimited ammo energy. I just wanted to say
Spheres, let me
that.
ask you a question, Spheres. Are
So
you
you
not
can think all
infinite,
you want.
Spheres?
You can think all you want.
Spheres. Can you hear me?
I'm in between.
Spheres?
I'm a person. I'm a type 1 superconductor. That
No, I asked
requires to
you
be filled.
are you infinite?
Yeah, he's a Jedi.
I'm a human on Earth right now. Or do you want to know my spirit? Yeah, my spirit's infinite. I have eternity in me. But on the outside, I can choose to be not. All
Human.
right.
Okay.
And when I choose to
Truth.
be not, some people might just get mad.
Nah.
And I may make other people choose to not be and choose to take the side of the
You may
power
make
that
other
has
people
limits.
choose to not. Wait, let me break this sentence down. You may
Yeah,
make
so
other
basically
people
back to yes
choose
you
to
are.
not be.
Yeah, and I might make people mad, and that can't be kept up. That takes a.
You may make other people choose to not be what? You may make other people choose to not be what? But like, go
Infinite
deeper on
or
that
not.
concept.
I might make people choose to be infinite.
Oh, well, how do you do that? Show me how you do
Hook
that.
them. Be a fisher of men. Those magnets. You asked if I can get out of gravity. Those magnets are connections. Did you see
I
those
didn't ask if you
lines?
can get out of gravity. What are you talking about? I never asked you that.
I just wanted to
I never
say
asked you that.
the demon thing he was talking about. It
Bruh,
doesn't have
bruh.
unlimited
Hold
energy.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Stop the show. Stop the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're not going to do. We're not doing run-on sentences. We're not acting like we don't hear people talking.
And you
That's not
said
what we're
stop the
doing over
show,
here.
right?
Yeah,
And that's what
and that's
God
what I'll
says.
do.
Yeah, and that's what
Well,
God
okay.
does to the.
Right, right, right. So here's the deal, man. You can hang out because I like diverse opinions, but you can't talk over me or anyone else, and no one should talk over you either, right?
All right. Well, I just
Um,
wanted to say
but
about yes, you
well,
are. All
but you're talking over me now, and that's not going to happen.
right.
And if
Well,
it
the
happens
demons
again, I got
are
to. All
not
right.
are
So
limited.
then
The
that's
God
when
angels
it
are
has to
unlimited
happen.
in
I
their
didn't want it to
energy.
happen, but it had to happen anyway. Truth.
That's the simulation.
Greetings.
Hello, truth. Hello.
Hey. So, do we
So
worship stimulation?
yeah.
What is stimulation? Stimulation is
No.
basically energy. Everything is energy. And if everything is energy, that would include our source that we worship. So, yes, we do worship stimulation. We do want to have validation for whatever it is that we're doing. That stimulates us to continue to go. When we do not get validated in what we want to do, or we are seeking to do, or we are doing, that shuts us down because the energy that we were requesting to go forward is not there. So there are various forms of stimulation, as there are levels to everything. What is the question that you were about to ask me outside of my answer to the prompt?
No, host got disconnected. We got disconnected first by that guy from my answer, then because he wanted to intrude on my answer, and then it went from there. But just FYI.
Yeah. No, that's the chronological order of things. Truth. That was a nice dissertation, first and foremost. Great to hear your voice on this moment. I don't quite remember. I was just listening to what you were just saying just now, and kind of running off of that. But yes, uh, you are. Come back, bro. Finish your thoughts.
Thank you. And that was the when you say stimulation, it almost rhymed with me with simulation, because to me, like what it seems is there's been a simulation of religion that creates a stimulus in people.
Oh,
Right. Am I right or wrong?
listen, I'm not. I don't, folks, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I'm actually not the judge. Like I'm just here hanging out, man.
Yeah.
I just got a microphone. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'm not here to
Yeah.
tell you whether you're right or wrong. So
Because
I'm listening, though. I'm listening.
I don't claim anything. I don't claim anything of this world because I feel more not of this world. You know what I mean? So I can see all the factors in religion and the spiritual practices, but I can only see from my own lens of my own experience. And so when I was 20 years old, I learned how to leave my body consciously. I was in college studying. I was studying psychology, and I bought a book one day, and I took it home and read the first 14 pages, put it down, and just tried it, and I did it. And I woke up conscious on a higher dimension, and I had this experience that changed my life. And then I left college and started studying this book. So, that stimulation throughout my whole like out of body experiences, all these years, having to keep it to myself because people around me, the Christians, oh, it's devil, all that crap. Anyway, kept it to myself, and then I discovered when you take a picture of me, balls of light appear in my picture. And I make contact with these things called orbs, and I bring their reality to us as a creator on TikTok. And I have thousands of pictures with these posing in my hand. The word love appeared in one of them throughout my years of taking pictures. This my profile picture right here. I'll switch to the picture, and it's basically connected to crop circles and all that stuff. But when you vibrate your feelings, when you vibrate your frequency to a certain level, if you take pictures of yourself, these balls of light are here. I don't know, you guys hear about orbs and all that stuff on TV, but the way I discovered them is by taking pictures with digital cameras. And I made contact with these orbs. And it's a reflection of the stimulus, right, of me having the experience of these out-of-body experience, which is now manifested in the physical world. So the stimulus really applies to if you worship a stimulation, I guess this is from your own experience and how you can create that stimulus in this world to create the effects, to see the change that you see and feel. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Indeed.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So just
What part of
vibrate.
the world are you in, man?
Oh, dude, I'm in New York, dude. I'm in New York. I'm
Okay.
over here in Niagara
What's
Falls. We're
that? What's
trying
that
to.
right there?
These is just them. When I made contact with them, this was no real deal. This is like the way I made contact is by taking pictures of myself. And I said, "Yo, you want me to show you to the world?" I was like, "Cool." And it was like, "Cool." And so I started taking pictures, going on a journey, just taking pictures as many places as I can with as many cameras as I can. And when you zoom in, sometimes on these balls of light, they appear in my pictures. Some of them have faces, and so this is one of the first faces that came like from a friend's camera. Like I was experimenting with any camera, any person that didn't think this was real. Let me see your camera and take a picture of me, and I bet you they'll appear. Any digital camera, they will appear. They're always with us. I say they're with me because I vibrate to that frequency. only because of my inner work, only because when I learned how to do these out of body experiences, I turned into like a superhero, dude, like on the astral plane, like for real, like Black Adam, like Superman, like protecting the world shit. And so going through initiations and stuff, has all the stimulation of the out of body experiences produces the physical effect because I'm experiencing something that's truth, and the world says no, it ain't, but no, it is. So on my page, guys, if you follow me, we had contact last night in the sky. I was in a trance outside with lights everywhere, appearing in the sky, disappearing, shooting stars. Like there's something in the air. If you guys hear my voice, please go outside at night. Please think of yourself as being in the sky, returning to yourself.
Let me ask you a question, man.
Okay.
Do you think light is alive?
I think so.
Yes,
I think
it
it's
has a
funny.
consciousness.
I think so. I think everything that you see is a lie, and that it's you who are the judge of life or death. And the Emerald Tablets I studied, the Thoth said that life and death are a lie. The only true reality is the immortality of your soul. The one has been here forever.
Wait, did
And
you
if
think
you,
I said a lie or alive?
I thought you said a light, like a light,
No,
like
what I said was, do you think that light is alive?
oh yes,
yes,
yes, yes,
this is
yes,
a particle of light, and it has
yes,
all minerals and like all the different particles inside of it.
yes.
Like that's just one particle of light.
Yeah,
It's like
and the thing is,
one.
like from studying myself, what I find out is that not only is it outside of us, but it's from within us. Like our feelings create life, which is light.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one particle of light.
Yeah.
Is that
I'll take down. I'll step down so we can go around the table, guys. I love you guys.
hi?
Good stuff. So, go ahead, Carla.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. No, I wanted
You're
to
not interrupting. You're here to give your opinion. It's opinionation. Go on.
thank you so much. No, I just didn't want to like interrupt his opinion because I was kind of vibing with what he was saying, and when you asked the question, is light life? I don't know why, but my first thought was, it doesn't get destroyed; it just gets converted. So to me, it felt like the light, or any human or any animal or plant matter, gets converted once it moves on from this world. It gets converted to new energy, and therefore the world keeps going. So to me, it felt like my energy might be wasted, or sorry, not wasted, might be done in this earth. But as I decompose, my new energy gets converted for the next generation. I don't know why that thought came to my mind, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you
As
so much.
in your energy won't die.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something.
So it's like my energy, it's going to be feeding the new generation to come. And that's how we get to become immortal. Pretty much we get to live on forever. And that's where the concept of God is coming from, because we technically do end up living until the end of time, because our energy will be keep going on to the next generation. So in a sense, when people are talking about religion and God, we're passing on our energy to the next generation. And when the everything ceases to exist, that's when everything will end. But as long as
Okay.
there's something that exists, our energy will still be there, and therefore will have infinite power, will be infinitely here.
Carla, let me ask you, do you think that there was ever a time where something didn't exist?
Um, yes and no. I think,
Uh-oh. That's
yeah,
a paradox.
yes, exactly. So the reason I say yes and no is because in order for nothing to exist, then we wouldn't be here. But in order for something to exist, something had not to be nothing there in the beginning. So we're both.
So you're saying for there to be existence, there has to be non-existence?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yes, because if we say, oh well, there's nothing. Well, what is the concept of nothing? Nothing means nothing. So there has to be something for the nothing to exist. We create the nothingness.
You make a grand stand. I'm not mad at it at all. Rogue Dragon. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a rogue dragon in the building.
I don't know what that means.
Sorry.
Rogue, Mr. or Mrs. Dragon, are you there?
I am here. I am here.
Ms. Dragon. Rogue.
What can I do for you, sir?
Where have you been? Where have you been, Rogue?
This morning I just went to the kitchen and I.
The whole Federation's been looking for you.
What federation? There's
She's
a
already in the
federation on
Federation.
this? I think the
I'm sorry,
federation.
Rogue. I'm sorry.
Everybody-
I used to throw spitballs and lean on the back of my chair in junior high school. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That's who I am. I'm an old man now. What are your thoughts?
On the stimulation that we worship. I absolutely think we do worship stimulation, as evidenced by every single troll you see on the internet.
Oh,
So for sure there's stimulation that people worship. I don't know what it is that stimulates people to worship stimulation, but they do. I have myself been a stimulation worshiper.
just as a side note, you made me think about the trolls, and I was like, did the trolls have a union? Trolls need a union. What if I started a troll union? Even though I might not be a troll.
There is
They
a
don't
troll
pay their
union.
union dues.
I think there is a troll union. I think there is. I think I've met.
Is there a troll union? I mean, it's a real sidebar we're having right here, but when she said that, I was like, did the trolls have a union? They need to be unionized. Trolls are a thing.
A troll union?
There's some really sharp and witty trolls out there, too, we must admit.
Well, that's excellent.
We call them churches.
Unionize them guys, get them some gigs.
Oh, yeah.
I think they already did that. I think I may have met a few of those trolls.
Stop trying this. Stop trying. Who's taking my idea? Who's saying that? Who's trying that? Who's doing that? Carla, is that you?
Somebody did it already, I think. If not, you should.
Dragon, Rogue Dragon. Now I see where you get your name. Knock it off. It's my idea, and that's that. Go on.
Okay.
Better be nice.
I got mushrooms on my brain. Anybody else got mushrooms on their brain?
Mycelium.
Wow.
Myceliums.
Well, not today, at least.
Oh,
Well, that's
Okay.
That's where my brain is.
So-
Mushrooms and mushroom land.
So, Dragon, is this worship good for society? I mean, 200 years ago, most of our ancestors were farmers and house wives and or caretakers of small industry, and so were they stimulated? Were they happy? Are we overstimulated? Are we happy? Talk to me about that.
Well, I'm a product of a couple of those. My mom had 4 sisters and 4 brothers, and there was no TV till I was 12, and we grew a garden, and my mom canned everything, and my dad came from a family where they grew vegetables for a living. That was part of how he was raised, so I grew up very much around that old school mentality that people might think is ancient. But it's only as far back as we put it, and now with homesteading being more in the forefront, I think what's old is new again. It's all a circle.
Do you think your mother and father were happy? Now, that doesn't even stretch far enough back, but just if it stretches far enough back, we can get a little bit of a sample. But I'm talking 200 years ago per se versus now. But were your mother and father happy 30 years ago?
Well, I mean, you have to go farther back than that, but there was pockets of happiness, and I think there could have been a lot more happiness if some of the things that plague our world today hadn't begun to rear their ugly head back then. JOB to have a HOUSE. A lot of stuff that factored into why my parents were a study in divorce and early child support laws back in the just all kinds of things. I've seen it from so many directions. It's hard to say which direction would have been ultimately the best. And so that's why I kind of sit in the gray area and know that as long as I focus on as many of the good things as I can about the world around me and the people around me, good things, hopefully, good things. Good mushrooms, not poisonous mushrooms.
Good shrooms. On the next. Magnificent.
I'm sorry, I
The
DDoSed your opinion.
Magnificent.
What's going on, Opinion? How you feeling?
I DDoSed.
How's it going, man? I'm well. How are you, bro?
I feel magnificent. Trust me.
Indeed. So, hey, man, tell me something. Is TikTok the temple of stimulation right now on planet Earth? Like the temple? Are we not in the temple? Are we not kneeling down at the temple of stimulation on
I don't
Earth?
think so.
Huh?
I don't think so.
So what is TikTok if it's not a stimuli?
There's a prophecy that says when the world gets to the point to where a message can be spread all around the world at the same time, that's when you would see the return of the Most High. Did you know that?
I can't say I knew that.
Yeah. So, like in Revelations and stuff, I think it might be either in Matthew or in Revelations where it starts to talk about like basically stuff that's gonna be happening in the end times and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the world had to get to a point to where they we can spread a
Probably didn't
message
even
all
read
around the world
it.
easily. So I really just think we still in that age of revelation. Not that I believe in the Bible or nothing,
It
but
certainly was funny.
I believe in ages though. I believe we in that information age, in that age of revelation, where everybody gets to know stuff as soon as it happens. There's a camera everywhere, there's audio everywhere. So it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You remember the Jetsons?
Do I? I'm
Okay, so
Elroy.
in the
You're
Jetsons,
too
they had the
slow.
telephones where you could see who you talking to. They had the thing
Really?
similar to a microwave where you just put a little bean in there and then boom. You know what I'm saying? Your dehydrated food pop out. We kind of like living all of that. We living it all out, all of it.
You were debating
What
with
do,
the
what do,
light.
what do we think about that? Like you know how folks say you playing in my face. You know that saying? Y'all know that saying? You ever heard that? You're playing in my face.
Yeah.
I want to submit that the Jetsons was put out to play in humanity's face. Somebody digest that. Somebody dissect
Not
that
more
for me.
than the Simpsons.
But the Jetsons were first. Let's do that. We can do it like that.
Long
We
dong
can do it
hung
like
All
low.
that.
right.
Hong
Well,
Kong dong hung low.
I mean, but
I mean, yeah, I'm not dismissing the Simpsons. Don't get me wrong. I'm just talking about the chronological orders. The Jetsons showed us first the world that we're literally living in now, and that was a cartoon in the '60s. And I didn't get here until '70, but I saw the reruns. So I'm saying that something's been playing in our face. Talk me down.
nah. I
I think we
mean,
got to go farther back because I think it was even in pictographs.
What
That's
was?
funny.
What is the
Hong Kong
it
dong
that
hung
we
low.
speak of? You see? What is the it that we speak of? You see? Somebody
Sure.
give that
Man,
answer.
we got Nostradamus,
You
bro.
like me to answer?
And
Okay, it's
you
all
know, when it comes to your
measured.
prophets like Nostradamus, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure the world would even assist at some of those things coming to be true. So we got all of the prophecies that was made by all of the prophets from before, including people like Mother Teresa and Nostradamus.
Okay.
Yes,
All
we
right.
picked an acronym. In order for there to be a measurement of the immeasurable, we picked the acronym GOD, which stands for 369.
Now, what does that mean though? Go deeper.
Well, it's light, vibration, and color. Everything that is.
Okay. Rogue Dragon,
Here, I'm here. I'm here.
you there, Dragon?
What's up?
When's the last time you went 24 hours without your cell phone?
Ooh, I don't know the last time, and I hate to even think of that. So I'm definitely connected often enough to technology and stimulation.
Like our
Hmm.
shoulders to our heads. Like, why would you want to disconnect from your shoulders to your head? That would be not conducive for a positive outcome, I would imagine. We're all
I think
connected, right?
the fascination for me is it enjoyable what we're doing right here?
I'm
Is it
enjoying it.
enjoyable when we're disconnected? Because recently I was in an area of the world where there was zero connection to the internet, right? No way to GPS it. I could not send a this or a that or a anything. Okay.
How'd that feel? How'd that feel?
It, I was fine. I was at a family reunion. There was plenty of 3D situations to stimulate me if I was so inclined.
Yeah.
Certainly.
And I
Did you
tried
feel
to.
any did you feel any deficiency, like in terms of like were you bored at any point being disconnected from uh Skynet? I mean the internet.
Elon Musk does that Skynet
I
thing.
don't see it as a I don't see, yes, thank you, Mr. Big. I don't see the connection as a negative and or positive. It's only negative if I attribute negative things to it, and it's only a positive if it brings positivity
Good
to
stuff.
me and
Okay.
hopefully to others, right? I don't want to be out here, pooping in other people's Cheerios, but it does happen.
Oh, please
Yes.
don't. That's just
Well,
not.
I know, but sometimes disgusting things happen on the internet. I've seen it.
Certainly. Yes.
Yeah,
It
you
gets
can.
us to a
That's an
clarity.
understatement.
Mhm.
Brown,
What's up?
What's up?
how's it going, man?
Hey, brother.
Doing good.
Yeah, man. So, you overstimulated, bro? You out here with your skinny jeans on and
Are you looking at a
your
picture of me?
J's and your J's. You know what I'm talking about? With your head
I
shaved on the side and a little bit on the top. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Sunglasses on. You out here
thought
overstimulated, my dude?
overstimulated is crazy, but nah, man. I mean, I think we hypersensualize everything, man, because stimulation is stimulation. I mean, before the internet, people being stimulated by books or going to
Huh?
the movies,
Talk
or like
about it.
it's just a different form
Oh,
of stimulation. I mean,
this
it's
is what wisdom
everything.
does.
It's all stimulation. Going to work in a garden to plant plants and seeds and stuff. That's stimulation. I mean,
Facts.
we've always been. I mean, we were literally put here to be stimulated.
Oh, wow.
Even
Okay.
think about the fact the
Okay.
people who go hiking and they're like, we're off grid, but you know how much preparation you had to do for that hike?
What is it?
Especially the people who go
Um,
crazy about
Heavy.
that hike, right?
It's
They're
heavy.
preparing their own little capsules of dried whatever to put into the water to poof it into food that they can eat that's yummy.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
now
hmm.
they have gone to an extreme to become off grid, but
Yeah.
all the preparation that they did was something that still stimulation somewhere.
Hmm?
It's all stimulation. Yep.
Some
I
people
mean,
call
there's
it.
I got
stimulation
a
in the
whole
idea of being in. There's stimulation in the idea in itself of being off grid. That like I'm not doing what they're doing. There's a stimulation in that alone. The
right,
psychology of that.
right.
It does, yeah.
Okay, so we just out here. We just out here meant to be job reading. All right, I was just trying to get a consensus.
Hmm.
Uh, let's go to truth.
Yes, I'm
Truth.
stuffing
You
my
said
face.
you. Oh, okay.
Yes, yes.
What do you have? Do you have something for everyone? Did you bring something for all of us?
I
Yeah.
always have enough to share with everybody. I'm a
Oh,
sharing
okay.
type person.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a private plane in Los Angeles. If you can meet me there in 45 minutes. Truth, can you give us your address?
I will give my address, but not online. I don't want any stalkers.
Oh, we're all
Yeah.
friends. What do you
No
mean?
stalkers.
Nobody trying to take
Yeah.
me out because I'm saying things that they don't want to be
Yeah.
heard.
Nah,
I
listen.
watch after.
I've never heard you say anything outrageous. I've always heard you just say, really solid stuff. Uh, you know,
You may think so, but other people may not agree.
Yeah, I watch
So
after people, So I'm a
yeah, I
night.
hear you.
Jedi
I
Knight.
hear you. No, I get it. I get it. That's the world we live in.
I would
Um,
advise her not to do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's a Canadian.
That's okay.
well,
Yeah, I got my
that is a
passport.
prophecy. That is a prophecy. Thank you. I claim and I receive that.
Yeah, no doubt. No
So
doubt. I hear you. Yeah.
did yes you are said something about Niagara Falls? I heard somebody say something about Niagara Falls,
Who else?
and I think it was him. So I was wondering if it is him, and with the pictures that he's actually showing, and he's seeing these different herbs and beings in the pictures that are around him and communicating with him. I find that very touching because since I have been here in Niagara Falls, I would have had I have seen certain things and had certain encounters. So I am wondering if it has something to do with the place, the energy down here, especially because of the waterfalls, you know? Um, just throwing that out there.
I think water is everywhere. The same water that was here 3,000 years ago is still here, except for maybe in one of three forms, either liquid, gas, or ice. But it never went anywhere. And all of the knowledge and
Okay.
memory is still in it.
So they're now revealing themselves because I actually saw a video that was stating that they were doing everything in sequence. Like they did this at this point and they did that at that point, and now they're gonna reveal themselves even more so that they cannot be denied. And even their sources in the government is actually speaking to this that they're actually these beings and they are in specific places, so I am just waiting for the unfolding of everything. I'm just trying my best to just stay aligned so that I can be in tune and be aware and know how to handle all of these situations because we do get overstimulated. Everything is some form of stimulation. Every interaction with everything offers some form of stimulation, and it can be overwhelming and it can cause us to do things that may not be the best for us and for other people. So we have to remember that, and we need to regulate our nervous system and do as many positive affirmations and visualization. Yes, baby. Go and get your juice. Go get it. Right. So, yeah, overstimulation is a thing. And when people are overwhelmed, that is actually saying that they're overstimulated. They may be overstimulated by one thing or a number of things, but stimulation is definitely there. Stimulation is the cause of creation. Creation, everything that we know that is in nature and in ourselves came to be because of stimulation. Stimulation could be an idea, Stimulation could be words. Stimulation is just energy. So yeah, we need to
Is
be
there is
careful
there
when
is
we
there a
stimulate.
good and a bad side of since we're swimming in stimulation?
There's
Are there
good and
good
bad in
waters and
everything.
choppy waters of stimulation?
There's good and bad in everything. Because that's just law, the law of opposition, the law of opposites, and what you call duality. You know.
Yeah,
So
positive and
if
negative.
if you find something positive, be sure that there's something negative to that. There's always a twin to it. There's always yin and yang in everything. So yes, there's good and bad in stimulation. That's why you have to be careful. That is why you have to guard against being overwhelmed, overstimulated, especially by the wrong things.
I
It's
Hmm.
think
always
good and
always
bad
good to be respectful
is
of other
subjective,
people.
man. Like,
Okay.
Yes, it is relative. It is relative.
so to say
It
there's
is
good and bad
subjective
in
to the
everything is
person.
it's a little
Well,
that's a little
No,
interesting.
I agree with you. It is really relative because what I may think is something bad, you may not. And what you may think is something good, I may not. So
Right.
it is relative. But at the
So
end of
what
the
so
day,
so what is
yes,
determining what gets to determine whether you're overstimulated or not?
Hmm.
you get to
Oh,
determine
right.
that. You don't
Right.
have to
That
look for outside validation on
yeah.
if you're
okay.
overstimulated. You know how you feel.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Title is given by your peers. You can't pick your own title. Like all of these people that like to pick an adverb or a pronoun or an adjective. That's a self title. It's self entitlement, and then it's just not conducive for a positive outcome. So your peers are supposed to give you title, not yourself.
Yeah.
Some people may be
You can give
stimulated by
yourself.
self entitlement.
Certainly.
Right.
And that is okay. That is okay. You know, things, the thing is that people are always trying to force people to agree with everything that they're saying, and there's room enough for everything. That is why we're all here, and that's why we have choice, and that is why we are doing what we are doing. It is okay to give titles to yourself, and it's okay for your peers to give titles to you too. Because at the end of the day, if you do not know who you are to give yourself a title or whatever, then somebody else is going to do it, and sometimes they're not going to do it for your best interest. So it is okay to title yourself as well, you know, but you have to do it in a way that is not derogative to you and to others, like harmful, you know. There you have to just be aware and just do things with the positive intention.
That's good perspective.
Pardon?
I said that was good perspective.
Thank you.
You cannot master knowledge because knowledge is forever expanding and always changing. What we know today could change tomorrow or next minute. Who knows?
That is right. What do you know when you learn every day?
So if I'm a gambler and I'm
Gambler.
stimulated by gambling,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not really a good gambler,
You're not
like
that good.
what would you say to me if you were my coworker?
I would advise
As you
you.
see my car being
I
repossessed in
would.
the
I
lot.
would warn you of the risk of ratios. Like you have one in this many chances or one in that many chances. It's a chance, and you know, you jump off a cliff. Maybe you live, maybe not.
Hmm. Okay.
Because what would you say to the same person if they saw you raking in all that money from gambling?
Well, then that would be a con.
Right.
So
So it would be the outcome that's determined whether somebody thinks something is good or bad. So because if you're losing your car and all that stuff, now they're gonna say,
Subjective.
right, they're gonna say, "Ooh, it was
Subjective stimulation.
right." It's crazy for you to gamble your money away like that, but then if you win, oh my God, you're so lucky.
it's the appearance of a
Hmm.
reward when there's none. Even though you win, you always lose, no matter what. Have you ever seen a rich person happy? Hardly. Very rare. like a microwave steak.
Huh? Why do you think that is?
Easy come, easy go.
So are they overstimulated? The riches have overstimulated them.
Or maybe understimulated. Remember, there's an equal and opposite of everything. Equal and opposite reaction to every action. Possibilities.
Right. But do you think that the
Potential.
rich are overstimulated due to the riches, due to the wealth?
Right. They have no
No,
feelings left. They lost all of their enjoyment.
I say no.
Huh.
You
Let me
want to
ask you,
give
hold
enjoyment?
on. Mag, let me ask you a question. If you invite me over to dinner with you and your family, we have dinner and I go to the bathroom and in the closet of the bathroom in your house, I see 100 bottles of baby oil. Would I think that you're overstimulated?
You might think so,
Oh, wow. But you might not. Okay. There it is. It's your baby oil. I hear you.
but if I be making baskets and shit like that and putting the baby oil in the baskets and shit because I be selling
Not
little
making
love baskets and shit to
baskets.
people to get their stuff on. You know what I mean? Then no, I'm not the one
Making
overstimulated.
baskets.
Yeah.
Okay. Basket, baby oil
The
baskets.
reason why you got the baby oil is
Think about
what's causing the
pornography.
Get your
overstimulation.
baby oil baskets.
Pornography
Go
as a spell,
to
as
the
a magic.
Magnificence page and get your baby oil baskets.
It's your Diddy basket.
Diddy Bask. All right.
Eh?
Yeah,
It's not a
He
it's
it's a
not a
magic
it's not a
methodology.
Diddy
said,
basket, but
it's a solid business, huh? You said,
hey,
there's no racketeering over here.
I will sell some baskets.
Dude, do you know how funny that actually is, dude? Okay.
Funny as hell.
That's why you have to
Um,
always overstimulate. You have to. You become used to something, and then you have to up the ante.
um, can you overstimulate? What happens when you like? What does that look like? What does the overstimulated look like?
Spontaneously combusting.
Wow,
Cortisol.
wow.
Cortisol
Is
level.
overstimulation when you've had so much of something and how many other things that you're jaded? Is jaded a byproduct of overstimulation?
Well, if you live with 12 cats, you won't smell the ammonia yourself, but everybody
Wow,
will smell you.
whoa,
Wow.
that's a T-shirt. If you live with 12 cats, you won't smell the what?
That
Like
stink.
ammonia.
Yeah. Ooh, that
Ammonia.
piss stinks.
Yeah.
That
But you won't
that's
know
a
it, and you'll
T-shirt.
wonder why people avoid you. You'll be like, what the hell? And you'll go all
Listen,
over.
the T-shirt will read like the T-shirt will read as follows: if you live with 12 cats, you won't smell the crap.
Pretty much.
You won't smell it.
T-shirt printed. Get it on Crenshaw Avenue this afternoon.
Crenshaw. I think overstimulation is when what you did to bring you pleasure starts raising your cortisol levels. So you start being it starts stressing you instead of bringing you pleasure. That's what I think.
Mm.
Overstimulation.
Stress is also a stimuli, though. Also, I mean,
Right.
so it's like a
Yep.
double-edged sword.
That's why I brought it up because your body actually becomes addicted to stress, and then
Mm.
your subconscious start looking for the negative things that you think are already true. And so you start attracting.
Right? What you look at, what you expect. What you expect, you see.
Right. So maybe
Mm.
maybe that's overstimulation. It's cortisol levels.
It's preconception.
Okay. Let me. Hey, light goddess,
Yeah,
light goddess. You there?
yeah, I'm here.
Is religion a stimuli? Like, am I getting high off of going to choir rehearsal or going to mass? or going to synagogue. Am I getting a high off of that? Like, is that a thing?
Yeah, you can.
Huh.
I
You are.
consider it all tools in my toolbox.
You are. That's why you're doing it. If it
Mm.
wasn't stimulating, you wouldn't do it.
Right.
Mm. That's interesting. That's interesting. So that could indict a lot of people. You know, I saw you over at such and such. Oh, I was just passing through. Well, you must have been stimulated over there though, because you wouldn't be there if you weren't being stimulated. So why would you? Oh, I was just. You don't
Hey,
even live in that direction. This is the opposite direction.
stimulate.
I got stimulated to come here today.
Hey, now. Wait a minute.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, when you sent me that,
Okay.
when you sent me that that thing, the notification for your live, that's the stimulation right there.
There it is.
It's like, oh man, I can go in here and
Yeah,
talk.
it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So we've come to the understanding that stimulus is what it is. We're swimming in it. We're swimming in the stimuli. We're swimming in stimulation, for better or worse. But it can take adverse effects. Somebody said, everything's in balance. Mayat even. Um,
It's a stimulus
I
of
will.
currency. The currency is a current ocean of current, or an EM ocean. Emotion is an ocean, electromagnetic ocean.
You
That's some
rap.
poetry.
That's what I'm saying.
That's poetic.
Bars.
I like it. Okay. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great conversation once again. Thank you all for coming through. Mag, thank you for holding down moderation. We had a great panel today. You didn't have to, I'm talking about, jump out. You have to jump out on cats today, But I appreciate you for coming through as usual. And all of you, Truth, Brown, Rogue Dragon, uh, Immortal
That's right.
Warrior, Carla, and Light Goddess.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? Cats get to have Jedi names in this era. In this era, you can remake. You can stimulate yourself again and remake in this era. We have an immortal warrior. We have a rogue dragon. We have a magnificent, a light goddess. You understand me? Like that's some more like Han Solo shit. That's some Darth
Yeah,
Vader shit. What you
yeah.
mean?
We're all immortal warriors,
X
man.
Men.
Like X-Men ass shit. Like I love it. I mean, listen, I'm an old man. I'm from the hip hop generation. I came up. Everybody had a pseudo name. Like you might have known somebody's regular name, but you never used it.
Oh yeah, I use it all the time. It's my tongue, because my voice creates light, and then my intention creates vibration on that light, and then my willpower adds color to that light, and then I have intention and color writing on light, and the color is tangible, and I
What
can
came
taste it. It
first?
has a weight.
What came first, the voice or the light?
The thought.
Ah, that's the greatest answer. Ding, 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 ladies and gentlemen. There it
Wow.
is. And that wraps the show. That is the correct answer.
Thought.
You shall have prizes and winnings in your email
I get
inbox.
presents. I have presents. I
Immortal
win
Warrior.
presents.
Okay, we're gonna leave it on that note, man. That was it. That was it. Just always remember, boys and girls, it's the thought. Until next time, you all. Let's talk again soon, sooner than later. Yeah.
Salute. I appreciate you.
Peace.